Hey everybody, welcome back to Axion Auction Day. Woohoo! It's auction day every day, but we're live now at the moment. We're going to watch the closing sniping hour, of course, of VCA74, and it's going to be auction day. What is it? Auction day 269. Can you believe it? And we're about to start auction day 270, and that's going to be even more epic. And of course, we've got the Axion regular auction coming up as well. So that's going to be Axion dividends. At the moment, we've got Wrap Bitcoin dividends at the moment. So pretty cool. Let's get into the comments there. We've got Business 2K in the house. Hello, Business 2K. I'm just going to check my audio, see if that's all up and running. Yeah, it's looking good. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, of course, and let's get into it. Let's do a bit of a summary. We've obviously got Axion testing initiative on at the moment. It's running for 2 weeks. It started on the 2nd of August, and it's going to, about, I guess, the 16th, so probably another 5 days or something like that to go. And we've got VCA number 269 in the pipeline. Not VC 74, auction day 270, 269. I'm confusing my numbers up there, switching them around. You know how we roll here. We're just moving on. All right, so let's have a quickly go. We've got 500 million Axion up for grabs in the VCA, $47,000 to hit that, and we've got 2.801 over 15.11, which is actually a better result than we did the other day, I think. And we've got about 15 minutes to go, so we're just waiting for that to go. Now the auction rate is 33 million Axion per ETH, which is just mind-blowing, and of course up to 20% Axion bonus. Once again, once we get that price moving up, of course, these numbers go down pretty thick and fast, and then people will go, oh my god, what happened to the prices? They're gone down. So you got to get earlier is better, and that's how you win. Pretty awesome stuff. We've got Cardano in there, locked on and listening. Hey, good to see you, Cardano, for sure. And nice one there. Let's quickly go to the price, of course, and actually let's go to the percentages, and we're going to do a little update here. Boom. All right, so 2.81 ETH is 18.59% sold out at the moment, so 1 and 20. And of course, there is also changes coming around, and the tokenomics is going to change as well. So pretty cool. We're just going to have to tough out this little ebb and flow part. You know, we get ebbs and flows in the auctions, and obviously with this testing, removing recyclers out is a pretty good idea. And of course, lots of stuff coming in the pipeline there. Now, we're kind of in that frustrating phase where we've got the Axion version 3 platforms gone to audit, so we have to wait for that to come out for new product leverages off that. But there's lots of stuff happening in the marketing and the partner side of things. So that's where the huge upside can come from. And don't want to talk too much about it at the moment, but we're going to just see how the team plays that out soon enough in the next couple of weeks. So pretty cool on that. Let's quickly check, of course, back there. Let's come back to the auction and see what we've got coming up at the moment. So we've got VCA number 74 on at the moment, and of course we've got auction day 270 about to start. Can you believe it? Heading on towards 300 days of auctions, and we've got 200 million in there, a little bit of penalties, 268,000 of penalties, so just tiny, $18,831. That's going to be a regular auction, as you can see there. That's August the 10th. Don't forget, we've got the VCA coming up, the mega VCA coming up at the moment, 1.9 billion at the moment, 180,000. Remember, anything that's not sold out of these VCAs gets rolled over to the following Friday, and it becomes a mega VCA. We haven't had a mega VCA for a while, and so it's going to be a bit of fun for sure. $180,000 up for grabs at the moment for that. And of course, we have a regular auction starting soon in a couple of minutes. Then we have the venture capital auction. And then we have, I can't even speak, venture capital auction. And then we have a regular auction before we get to the Mega Friday auction. And that's going to be pretty fun for sure. Let's quickly check the prices. Quadruple 0936. I can't wait till we get to the 000 mark. It's much easier to say 0001 or something like that, or 0002. So we're currently at quadruple 09369. Getting there, folks. We're getting there. You can see a little ebbs and flows here going on here at the moment with the price chart. This is the hourly, of course, and of course let's upgrade that. We've got, that's the hourly chart, and you can see us riding up there at the moment. Let's go full screen on this sucker. You guessed it, we're going to do it. Let's go back and let's pull out the old ruler, and let's check out the, we're going to go back 8. We're not on 18, so we're just going to go back to 18 here. There we are, and actually we're up on yesterday. So we're up 6% on yesterday in the price, so that's nice for sure. So very cool, and that will lift the portfolios a bit there as well. Now we did make we made a higher low as well, so that's pretty cool on the hourly. So we've got higher lows, that's good, and obviously we just got to bust out over this 0001 mark. Let's pull up the old route. That's where we're trying to hit that purple line. is the 0001. And what else we do? We're tracking up around the middle of the Bollinger Bands. We've got the 100 rolling average and the 200 rolling average are the yellow and blue lines. So 100 is the blue line, it's the 100-hour rolling average, and of course the 102 hours. Let's have a quick look at the daily, of course, and check that out. Let's jump back here. Let me just change the calendar. Got losing my track there. Been in the spreadsheet all day doing spreadsheet numbers, so I'm probably a little bit confused and slow, or something like that. But there we are. All right, so let's. We've got the daily candles. Let's full screen this, and definitely a nice uptrend there. I see my purple lines actually somewhat crooked on this. Not sure how that happened, folks. We tried to aim for quality on this channel. There we are. So that's a bit straighter, isn't it? So heading towards up to that 0001. I'm sure we'll all be relieved once we start to stay over that. But we have got an uptrend, and that's cool. So we'll take that for what it's worth. ETH has popped back, went under 3,000, popped back over 3,000, now 3,110. And the Gwei, let's have a quick the Gwei at the moment as well. We'll check that out. Let me open that up. All right, John Atkins in the house. Hey, Axion token member. Hi, Superman, and everybody. Good to see you, John. Just biding out these times at the moment as we are moving forward through the Axion testing initiative. And this is the first program which runs for 2 weeks. So rapid is 34, fast is 29, standard is 28. So it's a little better than yesterday. We can see that doing a swap somewhere between 9 and $12, somewhere like that. And of course, we're going to check OpenSea because it's the best indicator for the auction. So it might cost you about $45, something like that, to get into the auction at the moment, based on this numbers here. And I kind of just add like $5 to it or something. Let me know in the chat if it's very close or not. I had a couple of higher Gwei prices early in the day, and of course we're at 31 at the moment. Around the auction time is actually typically the best, which is kind of convenient. That's quite appreciated. Obviously, once we get Axion version 3, we're all waiting for that. Honestly, it's going to be so cool when we get it, and that's going to help. It's going to make the gas prices mean virtually nothing in most cases, and of course. Axion's going to be special on ETH chain with that, and obviously open up new products with stakes all being converted to NFTs. It's a pretty huge deal for Axion. So we're just going to bide our time until that comes on that front. So very cool. Now there's going to be some changes, obviously further changes to the auctions and some further changes to the tokenomics. So we're going to wait for that too, as well as some incredible marketing stuff that's probably going to be coming up as well. So we're looking forward to that. Let's jump out of there and let's go into back to the auction now. Now I'm just going to go over to the Axion Today dashboard, and we're going to check this out at the moment. What have we got? 8 minutes to go. We've got 2.81 in there, and we need 15 to settle it out. Everyone gets up a 20% bonus in there as well, and of course 33 million Axion per ETH there at the moment. So pretty cool. Is that the same as here? Yeah, pretty much the same. Very cool. They look pretty much the same, don't they? All right, so this is the page. If you're wanting to enter, use the link in the video description. It'll bring to this page. Hook up your wallet, send max there, put in your bid. If you did 1 ETH, for example, you just pushed 1 ETH in there, send in, and that will go in there, and it will show up on top of this amount that's already there. Then you get a new light item below, and that will show your bid entry for the auction. Then obviously in about 7.5 minutes, you can withdraw and stake. That's pretty much how easy it is. 2 ETH transactions in there. Once we get Axion version 3, it's going to be super cheap, and it'll only be 1 transaction. So we're super looking forward to that. It's going to enhance the functionality, and only Axion's going to have the solution on Ether blockchain. So very cool. I'm starting to slur my words. Don't know what that is. I might have a little drink. All right, let's jump back here and let's go have a quick look at the ecosystem just briefly. We're going to go through here. We've got 311 billion total supply, 57.2 billion liquid, and it's probably 54 without the dev wallet. 253.8 billion staked, and of course about 82.5% is the stake percentage, which is all outstanding. Nothing's really changed too much there. Crypto rank at 1018, pretty similar to yesterday. Total stakes 26,131. Average stake size 9.43 million. Not much change there. Average stake length 2,538 days, which is outstanding, about 6.9 years. And of course, market cap just shy of 10 million. It's pretty much stable there as well. Obviously, with the price moving up with this uptrend, that's a favorable thing, right? So we're looking forward to that to continue. And of course, the share rate is 1.1942. Better stake today than in the future because it's only going to go up, and you get less shares for your Axion when you go to stake it. And that's what you're swapping out. Now let's have a look. We've got 2.81, of course, is what's gone in there. That's equated to buying 0.19 Bitcoin, and 85% of that is 0.16. So this is the amount that's actually gone to stakers so far in the last 24 hours. We've got just under 6 minutes to go. So we're just counting that down too, and we're about 20% sold out. So that's a bit better than the other day than what we had there. So have a quick look at the shares. The shares 669. We're almost like 670 billion shares. Now, obviously, once that gets to a certain point, there'll be deflationary policies coming in to, in terms of secondary markets, NFTs, tradable, max share stakes, and all sorts of stuff like that coming into play. Buyback burns, all that sort of stuff is probably on the table. Max Share Club 142.7 billion, continuing to rise, and 9,514 stakes. Once we hit 10,000, it's going to be a bit of a party time for sure. And Wrap Bitcoin 168.55, 7.7 million US dollars have been paid to Axion stakers, and of course cashed out 140 Bitcoin. So pretty not awesome. And what's that? Yeah, just under $6.4 million at the current price of Bitcoin. So very cool. 5 minutes to go, folks, and auction day 269, VCA74. Not long to go now. We've got FBAM in the house. Hey, nice hearts and rainbows there from FBAM. Lots of love. And Jonathan Kampalas in the house. Axion token member represent. And of course, $44 to stake right now for me. Those fees is not why I got into crypto. Yeah, absolutely. I think we agree with you there on Jonathan. And the good thing when Axion Vision 3 comes, it's going to change all that for us. Everybody else is going to still have to suffer that on the ETH chain, but Axion token won't be. So the sooner that comes, the better. Now, what are we looking at about September, October, I think it was. We're going to double check on that. FBAM's in the house. Bam, 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 bam. FBAM's in the house. Welcome, FBAM. And it's a pleasure always to have you, all you fellas and fellesses in the house. That's what we say in New Zealand, or some people do. But there we are, bit of a slang there, bit local slang. All right, so very cool. Let's have a quick look at what else we're going to quickly check the go to the announcements here. Let's go over to the announcements. Let's jump over here, and we're going to go back up here to what was I going to check out there? Let me just jump back up here. Don't forget, yeah, we've got the Axion testing initiative on at the moment. First 2 weeks, so we're going to quickly check that as well. And what else do we have that I want to talk about here? The liquidity pool obviously is going on at the moment, so we're going to check that too. We've got 3 minutes to go. See whether we're getting some ETH in there. We're going to come back in a minute and check that. Let's go to the mining and quickly check that, because the liquidity pool is just about gone, Burger. Sorry, not the liquidity pool, the rewards for it, I should say. Must be more specific. Oh, we are down. So we're down. We had about 450,000 LP tokens. And it was sitting, what was it sitting about 600,000? I can't remember now, but it's at 356,000 now, so down about 100. And of course, I think it was John. I think it was John Atkins that has the LP tokens in there. Let me know, John, if I remember correctly from yesterday. And so yeah, that's down, and the APY has jumped. It's not quite as gone as high as I thought at this stage, but it's up. It's jumped from about 118 to 148%. So whoever's staying in the longest is going to get the a higher API, at least for a couple of days. And of course, there's a maximum of $2,500 per day there, but increasing. And of course, that's what you get out of that, gets eaten up a bit more. So whoever's going to be the last person standing is going to be pretty hilarious. That's fun. All right, so very cool on that. Let's jump back to the auction. We've got 2 minutes to go. Let's do a refresh. We're going to do 2 more refreshes, folks. One here and one at the end. It's going to be fun. My hair might look a bit crazy. I've been wearing a beanie in the cold wind, so it probably looks a bit crazy looking today. All right, so no further ETH in there. We're still sitting at 2.81, and there we are. And we're going to jump back down to go back down to here. Yeah, we've got the VAB. Remember, don't forget the VAB special airdrop at the moment, so you can check that out too. That's the VAB one with the buy on the market, and pretty awesome airdrop there as well. John Atkins says, I withdrew my liquidity late last night, 9th. Okay, sweet. Could not get anyone to say exactly when it ended, so could not risk it any longer. Fair enough there, John. Fair enough. I do think they're going to do announcements on that, but yeah, I get it. Hey, but you did pretty well. Get up to that point for sure. And there we are. Let's quickly go back to auction. We've got last 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Here we go, folks. Hold on to your, grab your drink and hold on to your chair. Let's see if we get any late bid in here. Here we go. Just count it down. Here we go. 30 seconds, folks. Just refreshed. Still sitting at 2.81 and just about there, 2.81. 20 seconds to go. Just counting that down. 15 seconds. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Party on. Party on. There we are. Come on. Let's see how it goes. We're down to 2.81 and we've got 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. I'm going to refresh. And if we refresh, we might catch anybody there at the moment. Boom. So 2.81. Let's go the old general chat there. Let's have a go. Yes, boom. And yeah, so 18.59 looks like pretty much the final number there, and 2.81 ETH went in there. Obviously, this is equating, as you saw, to was about what 0.18, I think it was ETH or something like that. Not ETH, wrap Bitcoin. So 0.16, I think it was. We just missed that one. We got it on here. No, let's go back to the auction, and it doesn't show on here. I wish they did show the. Oh, let me jump out of there. I wish they did upgrade this here to show the wrap Bitcoin there as well, rather than just wrap Bitcoin there. That would be probably a bit better. So we're just going to wait to recycle, and we're going to reset the auction for auction day 270. Can you believe it? 270. And it's going to be a regular auction. So we're going to wait for that to reset here. Let's go for gold and help it along with the old refresh. Manual refresh. There we are, folks. So we're on auction day 270, a regular auction 270. We've got 200 million there with a bit of penalties, about 270,000 of penalties, and so it's $18,789 on here. And we need 6 ETH to sell it out over 24 hours. And of course, people are going to get almost 33.1 million Axion per ETH plus up to 20% bonus if they max stake, 6% bonus if they do a 350 day stake. So that's where it's at the moment. And of course, we're just traveling along this Axion testing initiative. So you can see that here. That's where we're on at the moment with the auctions. There will be tokenomic changes as well, but this is the Axion auction bonus removal and burn. And that's obviously going to achieve a number of things, ideally, is just talking about the potential upsides reduction and incentives for recyclers to bid into the auctions and dump at the end of the 60-day period. This will help prioritize long-term stakers. Less minting inflation as additional Axion will not be produced every day. Potential price increase with additional buyback and burns and reduction in sell pressure from short-term stakers. And I think we've kind of arguably seen that. Obviously, we've got the ETH moving up, but it has certainly helped in some degree there. Somewhat lower gas fees as the 10% wrap Bitcoin would not need to be redeposited to the bidder's wallet. So remember, 10% of the ETH that goes in there, albeit smaller at the moment, obviously because we're only getting smaller parts of the auction selling at the moment, would be going on to buying Axion on the market, potentially, and then burning it. Potentially stronger community sentiment towards Axion. It's not so heavily discounted and incentivized, but that obviously just need a number of demand to go in there. Potential downsides for these changes, of course, potentially less new and existing investor interest in auctions due to less lucrative bonus. I would think from the new ones, it's only if they realize that there was previously extra bonus, so a new person, but certainly existing people would notice a difference, right? Potentially fewer dividends due to reduced auction participation, and that's what we're seeing the last couple of days through this test. This initiative will also serve as an initial test bed for a unified auction type, and I think that's where we need to head, is that unified auction type myself. To the bidder, there is now no specific incentive to enter into one auction versus the other, though of course the function of each auction still differs. We'll track this behavior, of course. This initiative will start on the 2nd of August, so that runs for about 2 weeks. So, all right, let's refresh this and see whether we've got any early ETH in there, of course. Let's go for gold. Boom. All right, 4 minutes in. You just never know, folks. You just never know. All right, let's jump into the chat there. Kevin Wilson's in the house, another Axion token member. Represent. Hi, everyone, and good to see you, Kevin. And John Atkins, the announcement said withdraw by the 10th, so I could not chance leaving mining any longer. Hey, that's fair enough there, Kevin. I just thought you were going to try and play it as late as possible. Pullen did say they were going to give some notice about the time, but hey, I get it. That's all good. Once again, you probably got a little bit of extra, just a little teeny bit of extra at the end there by just holding out a little bit. But yeah. All right, so that's there. So if you want to enter the auction today, if you're watching this video after the live stream, which is normally a big number of people watching it after the live stream, you can hit the link in the video description. Come onto this page, hook up your wallet, and enter the auction here by just sending Max, placing your bid, and your bid will go in here, and then you'll get a new light item saying your bets are below there. So if you're wanting to pick up some pretty generous look numbers of Axion with up to a 20% bonus for staking longer, that would be the case. That obviously, when you stake, you get more shares. You basically stakes show up here, and you get more shares when you stake longer. This calculator helps you with the earnings estimate as well, so pretty good information. All your stakes will show up here on this page at the bottom once you've got stakes, and of course your portfolio will show up here as well. Staked amounts, the active interest, that's interest from stakes. Liquid holdings, of course, if you've got any liquid holdings, and big payday. The first one's coming up in October, of course. You can see the big paydays coming up here. Because they're once every year for 5 years, it takes a while to come up to them, but the first one's coming up faster and faster now. Seems like it's been forever because we're on auction day 270, just started, but that's coming up there after, was it 350 days? 350 days, so we're still counting that down. Pretty hilarious. All right. You do need, if you want to qualify for these, do need to be staked for 350 days over any particular one of them. So that's probably the only criteria there. All right. Now, if you've got matured stakes, of course, they don't face penalties at the moment until Axion version 3 is up, and then it's going to be 30 days after Axion version 3 is running. Then penalties, a 14-day penalty for not withdrawing your stake will be reintroduced as well. True Blue says, "What's that crack? What's that? I'm not sure what you're saying there, True Blue. Let us know what you mean there, True Blue. Let's go back to the auction there. We're 7 minutes in. Let's quickly go to check out the summer giveaway. There are a couple of promotional activities on at the moment as the team warms up. Remember that we've only had this sort of team operating just for a very short while. We've had obviously some personnel changes, and now we've got this team up and running. But I'm loving the stuff I'm seeing, folks. So we're just got to give them a bit of time to ramp up that stuff. You know, there's negotiations take time. You're doing certain things. Development takes time. So I'll just give them a few weeks just to give them a chance. Obviously, we know that quite a few good things are coming down the pipeline in the next few weeks, not just by October. So it's going to be a bit of fun there. Just need to be a bit more patient with the development. I certainly like what I'm seeing. All right, so there we are. Let's go over to check out the summer giveaway. Now this is running obviously 2 Legend Nanos giveaways per day. It's running for 31 days, and of course we're well through it now until the last week. So let's take that into account. We've got 5 days and 6 hours to go. You can see down there in a big timer, and basically you can win an Axion ledger, which helps, gives you the extra security for your crypto bags. There, Axion there, it's got Axion on it. It's pretty nice. And of course, there's a grand prize for one winner, 1,000 USDC, which is pretty handsome. Plus 12.5 million Axion grand prize. Nice, I like that. But there's two to give away, and all you have to do to enter is buy $100 worth of Axion on Uniswap, which is probably about 1 million Axion or something. And just hold it. If you want to get 3 extra entries, which is pretty attractive, you can stake that for 350 days. And of course, if you want 2 more entries, you can share on Twitter and Facebook and complete the form as well. So that's the summer giveaway. And of course, winners will be drawn on Thursday, 14 per week. So pretty much one draw left coming up this Thursday is what I take it. They may do it on Friday. Just depends on how they're getting on. But also one lucky winner is going to get that $2,000 worth of grand prize, which is pretty attractive. So spread the word on that. Lamzo says, "Hey boys and girls, hey Lamzo, good to see you, and nice work there in the Discord too. I saw you playing, you're doing the nice stuff there. Nice. All right, so very cool. There's that summer giveaway. What else we got going up there? I think I posted. That's all I posted, the summer giveaway. Yep, cool. And of course, this is the Axion testing initiative. If you want to read a bit more about that, go check that out as well. That's currently running at the moment. Now, I noticed the team's doing lots of data analysis, cracking a lot of data, trying to optimize the system because it wasn't balanced, obviously, with the with the auction incentives versus the market price. So things need to change around tokenomics and the auction incentives as well. So you've got to give a bit of time for that to be reset. But I definitely like where we're heading with it. All right, so that's pretty cool. And don't forget, there's also there's $100 Axion giveaway as well per week. So that's going on Twitter. So get out and do that as well. So there's a couple of initiatives there. All right, let's jump back out of there and boom, let's go. And let's go check the markets. That's what we're going to do as we wait for some ETH to go into the auction. So we got Bitcoin back, powered back. Had a little bit of profit taking yesterday, and now it's powered back, 45,541. And of course, Ethereum also a bit of profit taking, 3,100 back up there now. Look at that, 5.9% in the 24 hours, and look, 20 and 16% respectively on the 7-day. Nice, and up on the hour. We got Binance at 352, Cardano at 147, and of course XRP at 81.3. And Dogecoin at 25 cents. We've got we've got Polkadot there at $20 and 38, and Uniswap rounding up number 10 at $29.16. Bitcoin Cash, of course, 584. It takes a little while, and Litecoin down here 164. If you remember, obviously the 2017, 2018, all that sort of play, all even through 2019, we're so used to Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin being up the top there. It takes a little while to get used to. Also, we had BSV, which is further down. And like I said, I understand there was an attack on the BSV. It's right down at 44 now. It's $154, but still up 5% for the week. So BSV coin there, and AKA Craig Satoshi. It's the way we rock. All right, so let's have a quick look at the price there, and that's what we're looking at. We've got to close that gap and move back over. Very important as well. What else we got going on there? Man, Quick's gone through the roof just in the last hour or so. It's jumped all the way to $570. That's a big jump. And Maddox up at 113. Hex is just pulled back on the bottom part of the range, about 12 cents, just under 12 cents there. And Wise is sitting back at about 51 cents, following up. So those are the big three CDs, obviously, on the market. And Dex Tools, which is this platform, so back up at 32. So that's my key watch groups on there. Very cool. Prana's in the house. Hey, Prana, glad you could make it. Hi all. And we notice when you're not there, Prana, that's for sure. But we understand that it's very early in the morning where you are, so we do appreciate you being up for watching the live stream. And glad you could make it today for sure. Very cool. And don't forget, we watched that website yesterday, Watch the Burn. So check that out too. Let's jump back to the auction. We're about 12 minutes in, and we're going to refresh this and go for gold. Here we go. Refresh. All right, we refreshed. There we are. There we're at. All right, so still at 0, but we're going to have to be patient with this one for the little while, I'm sure. Let's jump back down to the activity. We're going to go back in time. Back in time. All right, we're going to go back. There we go. Back. We're going back 24 hours, folks. You guessed it. So this is what came out of the auction yesterday. So we had all these max stakers coming out, 14 million, and you can see the max stakers. Another one there, 20 million. Very cool. Another one there, a dolphin. Fish became a dolphin. Very nice. We like to see that. Everybody's trying to become dolphins, and dolphins are trying to become sharks. That's how we roll. That's what we talk about. And of course, we had some little Bitcoin bids in from last regular auction there. More upgrades there. Max Share Club, and lots of Bitcoin stuff. Cool. Just trying to see whether we've got any more there. Another fish here becoming a dolphin. So lots of new dolphins being born, folks. That's very positive at the moment. So there's another one. Shrimp become a dolphin. Very nice. Welcome, dolphins. That's a lot of dolphins in the last 24 hours. So pretty nice session there. And another max stake there. Very cool. So when we're talking about these fish, we're really talking about the investor size in terms of the number of shares they have. And so if we scroll back down to the bottom here on the old auction page on the Axion Today dashboard, you can see we've got these shrimps here. So a big growth in dolphins at the moment, 1,162. Obviously, it's a buyer's market, so that means you can pick up a lot of Axion per ETH. As soon as the price goes up a little bit, it becomes that number goes down pretty thick and fast. This number here, so this goes up a little bit. The amount of Axion you get per ETH starts to fall pretty fast, and you'll notice that when it does. pulled ETH at 500, and I've pulled Axion to 16.6. Obviously, that's being reduced as LP tokens are coming out of the reward system of the platform. So if we go to the mining pool, as these LP tokens, currently $432,000 worth in there, they come out. What would happen is that if people decide to remove their liquidity, so they take it out of here, which is where they're getting this reward, and then they come here, and then they'll go on Uniswap, and if they decide to actually pull their liquidity, they would do. Otherwise, they can sit there in Uniswap and still get the 0.3% reward or amount that's in there for the pull. So they can just leave it in there for that reward. But obviously, the APY on here is 148% at the moment, but that is going down. I think it was about, when it started, was probably up around about 40 to 60%. Kevin can correct, or John can correct me if I'm wrong. Prana says, I appreciate the understanding. Hey, no problems there, Prana. Most understanding comes from those who understand, something like that. I can't really think at the moment, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So there we are. But I've been in my head's been in a spreadsheet all day, so I'm a little bit maxed out, max shared out. But hey, there we are. So quadruple 09369, and of course we had $91,000 in daily volume. That's pretty good actually compared to recently. Normally we've had like 20, 40, and that's not great. But 91, that's a much better day, and we've got an uptrend, so that's cool. But obviously being lifted by the ETH price there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. On that, we've got let's have a quick see whether we can see these people here. So this 1.5 million, that was a couple of hours ago, but this is the sort of they were probably entering the VAB airdrop, so that's pretty attractive, the VAB airdrop. We're going to check that out on the marketing there, and let's go back up to the announcements. Let's go back here. There are 5.25 million VAB up for grabs, and that's over $147 at the current price. I haven't checked that for a little while. To get a share of that, users need to buy at least 1 million Axion and 350 and stake for 350 days or more, and buy $100 of VAB. So it's obviously a joint project between VAB, VAB, and Axion, and just you have to buy that to participate. There's the form there. Let's just post that. I think I did post that earlier, but let me just post it again. Let's go here. Sway P says, crappy Axion price bleeding like FK against the ETH. Yeah, that's certainly not as good as everybody would like it, that's for sure. We're just going to have a bit of patience around that. Let's quickly go into here. So we're going to quickly check some of the ones here. This one here was bought a couple of hours ago. So it's going to be a pretty handsome airdrop depending on the total number of people that actually go in. So you can see that that person bought some Axion. Let's have a quick look here. It was 15 hours ago. So they bought about $140 worth of Axion there. And then, of course, they've staked it as well. They've staked it. And so they've staked that. It's gone to the stake contract. So that's the first part of that. As we saw, if you go, oh, where I'm going there. If you saw that, that's the first part. So they've done the 1 million and staked it for 350 days. We just saw that. And of course, they should have some VAB in their wallet. Yes, they do. So they got VAB, 10,000 VAB, $229 worth. So that would make them compliant and give them an entry into the contest. And they just have to fill that form in, which I've just given you guys the links if you want to get involved. You can spread it around, of course. A great promotional thing to get in. And of course, if there's 100 people, that's $1,500 almost. If there's 100 people that participates, it's a pretty handsome airdrop. And of course, if there's if there was 10 people, that's $14,000, $15,000, and of course if there's more, then obviously it just reduces accordingly. But pretty awesome stuff there. Spread the word out on that, because it's a pretty nice little handsome airdrop there. Obviously there's conditions to enter it, of course, but VAB, let's have a quick look and see what the price is at the moment. Obviously with the market going up, that's down 12.9, so it's at 2.2 cents at the moment. Only just launched a couple of days ago, so we're going to have to be a bit patient with that. 4.7% off the bottom and 60% below the top there when it launched. It had the classic crypto launch where you get big price rise, starts a big price rise, and then slowly comes down. Now, obviously, if you're in the airdrop, if you're in the IDO pre-sale thing, your rate's actually well below that, so you're still quite in profit, probably about 2.5x or something like that. I think it was 0.0996 or something like that. So you'd still be doing pretty well on that front. Early days though, early days. Nightly says with the amount staked, bleeding should slow down or stop eventually. Yeah, well, I don't think it's just getting. We do need to get more wallets, and the team is aware of that. Need to get more new investors and more wallets and stuff. But you got to get the tokenomics right. You got to get the auctions right. Got to get your platform up. So there's a lot of things to come together in the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks that need to really climb out to make that all happen. But the marketing, advertising stuff looks pretty exciting. I think there's potential for some huge partnerships as well, and that's where I think is the big game changer. Because most projects are all have to attract new investors as well as getting more involved. We obviously see the dolphin investors, which are normally have pretty decent economic energy, pretty active most of the time in the Axion ecosystem, and occasionally we see sharks and whales doing stuff too. Now obviously there's a few other distractions as well at the moment. Obviously ETH's going up, so people are holding their ETH, holding on to the ETH for the pump, US dollar pump there. We're also seeing, obviously, we just went through the Pulsechain Sacrifice launch. People were waiting for that too. That's obviously got a public test net and then launch on there. But there's opportunities there too, to be honest. So let's see how that plays out. And we've also got people going to come back around later on, is my understanding. So we'll see how that plays out too. We just got to be, there's a couple of variables there. Prana says the team is running some test initiatives now. First test initiatives is trying some burning mechanism to pump the price. Yeah, 10% of the ETH that goes into the VCAs are designed for that. Yes, Pete, that's not how it works. Need demand. Yes, that's correct. So that was one of the down risks. So Sway's right about that. Nightly, over the top, of course, swap, but with such a low liquidity there, isn't that much Axion to sell. So yeah, so that's the point. So there's $3.1 million worth at the moment, and of course, with you have a smaller liquidity pool, obviously it's easier to push the price away up and down, up and down. So really, that demand function is a key thing. I think team's well aware of that. And like I say, I think the fact that there's been personnel changes and they've now got another new team, and I'm actually in favour. I'm fully excited about that, and I think that they're, based on what I know, it seems that they're heading in the right direction. We've just got to give them a bit of time for that stuff to come out. Paul was on the show yesterday, of course, saying that there's quite a few good things coming up in the next few weeks, so we're going to look forward to that as well. They need a bit of time to make some adjustments with this stuff, because obviously when you have so strong incentives in the auctions, and especially when we had that up to 30% versus Uniswap, then you've got some issues. You've got some issues for sure, because the price was just being driven down. I think obviously some more use cases for the Axion token is pretty critical as part of the solution. And if you think about just digressing to Hex, Hex big use case was people sacrificing billions of coins. That was the use case at that time. And of course, that pumped the price. Everyone's got excited about that. It means less scarcity on the market. So you just need use cases. That's the basic idea. More use cases as well as introducing new wallets, new investors. You need to sort of have both. The incentives drive demand. Nightly says, even if demand is slow, progress would be made. Absolutely agree with that, 100%. Prana, I think they are trying some deflationary measures to counter the inflation of supply. Yep, that's true. Some deflation stuff there. I think we just went through that briefly. So very cool. You can see, this is a good example of somebody that's following those incentives. So when you put the incentives correct, people do follow them and chase them down, as we saw with this person here. And I'm sure one or two of these others are probably doing the same thing, these smaller buys. And of course, if we can enlarge that and get that up where it's tens of millions, that's when you start eating into the liquidity pool. Liquidity pool up here. So once we start eating into this, that's the sort of the key, and that'd be pretty cool. All right, let's jump and do a refresh here and go for gold. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, of course. And if you haven't joined as a supporter of this channel, every day we're doing auctions, and of course we do some special topics now and then, and that's pretty cool too, I think. So check out the join button, and we've got Axionites, what have we got? Elites, Heroes, and Kraken. So 4 different ways there. All right, so we're 24 minutes into the opening hour, and of course, no ETH in there at the moment, so we need 6 ETH to sell it out. People are going to get about 33.1 million Axion per ETH, and of course, up to 20% bonus if they enter the auction with ETH. But once again, we do have some pretty epic prices going on with the bull run back on, as it were, or at least if it's not a bull run, then it's a bull trap. Either way, the prices are up, depending on what you think there now. Cripple Dutch was also talking about higher prices towards the end of the year, and so we'll watch that too. Everyone wants higher prices, I mean, except for the shorters, the margin traders. So let me have a look here. We're going to look at Direwolf, see how Direwolf is going at the moment. So we had a look at, got to spell properly. It's got to spell Direwolf properly, of course. Let's see, here my computer. My computer sounds all right. Doesn't sound like it's going to crash on me. That's down 13.1%. And let's have a look at the max period. It's down 88% on that, 25% up from the bottom. Let's have a look at SKRT, which is kind of, I think, a pretty heavyweight crypto if you think about it. Pretty established business and got a lot of potential on that, especially around AML, KYC and stuff. Let's have a quick look at that. So that's up 9.4. Woo, cool. Up 9.4. So that's a star at the moment. 151% off the bottom and 82% below the top. And it's got a nice little uptrend going. I did think I said the other day that it's got an uptrend. Yeah, definitely got an uptrend. Just slowly building here. Might actually do a pop somewhere. Might do a pop up. So we'll watch that one pretty closely as well. All right, I'm going to get out of that because I can hear my computer's starting to grind there. So we want to get out of there. We don't want my computer crashing. That would be embarrassing. I've already had it happen twice, and we don't want to happen that again. That's two times out of 270 auction days, though. So 2 times out of 270 is not too bad. That's got to be a pretty small percentage. All right, so very cool. And let's jump back there. Let's go back into the general there. Don't forget, if you've got any proposals, you can go into a proposal discussion group. That's sort of where you thrash them through. And then once they sort of get mature, you can then put them in the community proposals, and then they can eventually go to a DAO vote. Obviously, that's the way it works. So if you've got any issues there, get into that. Also, off topic, if you've got some want to have some chat about stuff that's not particularly Axion focused or crypto or that sort of thing, maybe just to get an off topic, and then generals, obviously, where everyone goes in there and gets in there. So we've got a couple of stuff there. Let's quickly check out some Paulin's comments. I see Paulin's in the chat there, so let's go check out some of his comments for the day and see what he's been up to as well. Let's go back here. Let's jump back. So got a few here. Been active during the day, of course. Let's go back in time. I can't do my back in time thing twice because I've done it once already. Let's go back here. Oh, Paulin's been really active. So really love this. It's really good. So let's jump up here. I'm not sure what that is. Some trading stuff. We'll move forward through that. Just trying to look for some of the pearls that may have come through the day. And let's jump back out of there. We'll go to the first page. Not sure whether I jumped past some of that stuff. All right, so here we go. We're going good here. So here's you're not wrong. So there's lots of Legend Nanos. Look at them all. Quite a few of them. Nice, looking good. So those are being handed out, of course, as part of the competition. That's probably at the beginning too, because I don't think there's that many left, right? Those are 14. That's more than 14 there. Must be an old picture. That's how we roll. There are some things that have been bad for the health of the project, but it's not from this. But from it, rest assured, we are in the process of a big shift up right now. Please read. Obviously, there's a few things going on there. And stake Bitcoin, earn Axion. I like that. That's attitude for you. Very cool. Can't sleep yet. Axion not at 1 cent. So Paulin's definitely got the vision of the 1 cent on the. That's just his first stage too. And of course, what else we got there? Zero in. I'm not sure what that is. I've just got Kappa. We've got Super Scion of Tron, Supreme Leader. Just got a couple of just a bit frustrated with the market price at the moment. So Paulin's just responding to that. We stated that we are going to take a couple. Let's go to the full announcements there. This is why we have stated that we are going to take a couple of months break from Axion launch so we can focus on Axion itself. So that's pretty cool. I haven't actually seen that announced, so that's really cool. As you may or may not know, we've had some staff changes lately. We had previously signed contract with all of these launches promising X amount of marketing budget. It's been a huge drain on the team along with a lot of other things. But rest assured, we have some big things coming. Yes, everyone is fed up with change. There's been a lot of change over the last 6 months. The core team have just made their first change since strategy has changed out of the hands of one person into the team of others. So that's cool. And this change has already stopped recyclers in their tracks. There's a huge problem we have suffered with for many months, and has led to downhill price movements, which is what I said earlier. So it's cool. We'll give that a like because that's repeating what I said. It's pretty cool. Enough with that. Stick around for another few weeks, and you will start to see how we are working our asses off to turn the token around. Have a little patience, and you will be rewarded. Boo-boo! Fireworks. So that's pretty cool. I like seeing that. That's really nice. And of course, what else we got there? Getting new wallets isn't easy whilst the chart is red. Doesn't matter how much money you throw at it. This is why we are putting all our efforts into fixing the tokenomics first, getting the chart green and pumping. Yeah, because we know in crypto that people follow the charts as well. Not just long-term investors, but other investors as well. So they definitely attract that. So we'll give that a little like. This is why we're putting all of our efforts into fixing tokenomics first, getting the chart green and pumping. Then we'll go all out with marketing. Nice. I like that a lot. All right, so very cool. And what else we got there? And for the record, we still get new members joining every week, thanks to Sheldon Video. Crypto Chadwick did us a huge favor with that video. And there we are. So that's that one. Obviously, that video stands up there. And yeah, we've definitely been, there's definitely been new people coming through. And it's just about having that funnel. What else we got there? We don't want to aim for 30 new wallets a week. That's dumb. We want to aim for 1,000 new wallets a week. Yeah, so that's sort of kind of numbers. If you remember several months ago, that's kind of numbers I was talking about that we actually need is to probably get up 50,000 wallets a year type of thing is what you need. Or at least if we get up to 50, 60,000 wallets as a critical base, that's kind of an ideal target to get up to that level as well. All right, very cool. Prana says, I have to run an ad blocker and tab suspender extensions in my internet browser so that it won't choke my computer resources. Many websites are unusable for me without them. Fair enough for that, Prana. I've had them on Chrome as well. I used to have, what was the token? Oh, I can't remember now, but it was such a good extension. But I think they actually went under after all that. I'm just trying to think what it was. Was a token that was out. It was I really like the founder. Just can't remember now. Might as well shut up because I can't remember what the thing is. All right, so very cool. So hey, let's see by tomorrow if we can crack this 0001. All right, that's our ambition for tomorrow. Let's see if that can happen. And of course, we get some little buys coming in, trying to participate in the old promotions at the moment. Then we should be able to have a good chance of getting that done. Gwei is down at 28, so not as expensive as it was. Definitely would help with the auctions if it was down below 10 or 12, especially for smaller investors. We do find that we get a lot more smaller investors, especially if they can pick up an extra 20% in the auctions there. Let's quickly check the auction. We're 32 minutes in, and how are we doing for time? We're going 48 minutes. I'm going to finish a little earlier today. Probably go for another 12 minutes, and that'll be a 1 hour. I've got to get myself back into the spreadsheet and finish off some number crunching. So it's going to be cool. So here we're counting it down, folks. 28 minutes to go in the sniping hour. We'll be covering at least 12 minutes of that, but we'll be doing back to normal tomorrow after our spreadsheet work is done. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, of course. Grab yourself a drink, sit back and relax. What day is it? Monday. So it's probably Monday somewhere around the world. It is currently in New Zealand. It's 7:34 p.m. Oh, it's Tuesday. Heck, it's Tuesday already. How did that happen? I thought it was Monday, and now it's Tuesday. That's crazy. Oh, I'm crazy. One of the two. And there we are. So it's Tuesday, folks. That's breaking news. It's Tuesday, and it's 7:34 p.m. In the evening. My goodness, I don't know where I've been. But there we are. Hilarious. That's funny. This has been a funny live stream for sure. Cheers to funny live streams. I was slurring my words earlier too. Just crazy stuff. It's not alcoholic either. It's a non-alcoholic beverage. But you know how I roll. That's how I roll. Just keeping it real on this channel. Sit back and relax. Keep it real. I saw that there's a bit. I don't know if you heard about the saga of Alex, a big crypto YouTuber, influencer, chartist type person. Ended up allegedly so, has not responded to criticism about taking people's crypto. Kept on contacting all these people for Bitcoin and big book, and unfortunately, a few people unfortunately fell to it. So you do have to be careful with even with established crypto promoters and influencers around, but not very cool. Anyway, here we are, folks. So we're on a regular auction. 80% of the ETH bid is used to go into Axion. We've got 23 hours and 26 minutes to go in today's auction. It is auction day 270, and it's a regular auction. Tomorrow we'll be starting up VCA number 75. Can you believe it? Mind-blowing. 75, and then we've got VCA 76, which is the mega VCA on Friday the 13th. Whoa! I hope it doesn't scare you. But there, Friday the 13th, we're going to do something special for that. Of course, the theme, we've got to have that going on Friday the 13th, and that's coming up for VCA, $180,000. I imagine it's going to be higher than that by the time we get there. All depends on what we do and the sellout here for this one coming up as well. I don't think it's also got the full flow in yet of the VCA we just finished, 74. So that's going to be fun. We'll have a nice theme. Well, hopefully we'll get people in on the chat. I'm going to issue the people a link to come on to the live stream, and we'll have a good old community chat and enjoy Friday the 13th for sure. Feel free to wear some thematic costumes, I should say. Very cool. Okay, so 35 minutes in. Let's refresh. Yeah, I think those with the higher prices on ETH, it's really probably people just getting that US dollar gains, and after a few weeks where ETH was way back at 1735, I think people are really enjoying seeing those bonus that increase on their portfolio. So they're probably risk off for that, risk on for the main tokens, and that's probably where that. Prana says we launched, I think, on Friday the 13th November. I think you might be right there, Prana. Do we have that on the chart? Not sure if let's go full screen on this. Not sure how I got that. Like, what day is that? Well, this is the relaunch. This is the 18th of December, 2020 on the chart. Let's go to CoinGecko. I think that might have the old Axion on there. Not sure what the quality of the data is, but let's check. Nice to see Bitcoin though back at the 45,500. That's pretty neat. Right. There we go. Up 5.5% on the 24-hour. Nice. We'll take that. All right. So let's max share this. Not max share it. Let's max chart it. Wait for that to update. All right. Hey, you're right there, Prana. Friday the 13th of November, 2020. So there we are. That's it there. At what's the price? Is it was 0.0027. And of course, people who did the liquidity pool were getting what's it 0.001 and stuff. I can't remember now. Dating for that. Nice one there, Prana. Good memory. And that's where we were rolling. And so what is our actual chart on DexTools? It was 18th of December. So that's we had that funny correction. That's when we had the dip, didn't we? That's that back down to basically zero. That was the I can't remember what that was now. We're really losing it today. But there we are, moment at the facts. That's what we're at. I can hardly speak properly. Here we are. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, very cool. Dolphin is just withdrawn 0.087 Bitcoin. That's pretty good actually. 0.087. Let's go and see how much that's worth. While we're at it. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers. We've got the market cap is 1.9 trillion US dollars. Pretty cool. And BTC dominance is 45%. ETH is 19. What did we say it was? 0.0887. That's oh, that's pretty. That's $4,000. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Go Dolphin. So there we are, folks. People got real tangible divs there, and nice one. They may, you never know. They may sell them on the market and then go buy some more Axion. You just never know. All right, very cool. Let's jump out of there and jump back there. Axion Cookie says there is a ton of confidence behind the scene right now. Now everybody, it's time to start getting excited about what our new team roles can do. Absolutely, we've got a fantastic team together now. I'm very happy with them. I had a few concerns earlier, but now I'm very confident with this team. A very talented bunch of people, and you can see that in the marketing update and the new reports. All that sort of stuff is just top notch. So I'm excited about what the team's going to deliver over the future, and they're all very passionate about the project, all community, they're all investors as well, and they're all brilliant. They're really brilliant people. So very cool. All right, let's jump around, and we're going to jump around. I'll probably get that old track out from the, was it 90s track? Is it Jump Around? Not sure what that is. All right, we're 20 minutes in. How we're doing? We're 55 minutes in. We'll probably keep going for a couple minutes. I do have to finish a little earlier today, unfortunately. I've got to do some more spreadsheet stuff, and that's how we roll. We represent ourselves that way. Kevin also says, thank you for showing up every day. Hey, Kevin, you're most welcome, and it's a pleasure for sure. And I do appreciate all the people that come and watch in the community. So it's really cool. It's a fun thing to do. All right, what else we got on here at the moment? I think we've gone through just about everything that I was going to go through. We had Kev got that new website, Watch the Burn, remember? That watches the new Ethereum burn on the Ethereum blockchain. Let's go quickly check Cointelegraph, see what news we got on there since yesterday. The news with the Superman. Okay, here we are. Ethereum could pay the way for $100,000 Bitcoin. Bloomberg analysis asserts. Man, I'm really slurring my words. What the heck's going on? I really don't know why. There are Ethereum. Yeah. So cinema operator AMA plans to accept BTC by 2021. I don't know why they're accepting BTC, to be honest. I mean, I know, I'm fairly bullish about BTC long term, but it's just not. It's not the best. I mean, out of all the cryptos, it's this old technology, and so this blockchain 3.0s that just kill functionality on that. I don't know. What else? Crypto Mum slams SEC for $10 million Polynex settlement. And investors are shelling out 6 figures for pet rock NFTs. I don't know if you guys have been buying any NFTs, but they typically only keep their value in bull markets, so you can be very careful with that. And then within bull markets, they can go up and down. Some NFTs are really good. Really, you have to just be really careful with what you're picking and buying. So there we are. What else we got there? Bitcoin investor products still suffering outflows despite price recovery. Kevin O'Leary of Shark Tank espouses deflationary future of Ethereum. I'm not sure if that's the actual crypto mum. Maybe it is the crypto mum. Investors are shelling out. Yeah, that's probably about it. We'll have a look at this article. Here's what traders expect now that Ethereum's over 3,000. Ethereum traders hint that the bull market could be back after Ethereum hit 3,000 for the first time. What else we got there? Trading view shows that the price of Ether did in fact experience a sell-off shortly after London went live, but dip buyers quickly rushed in and pushed the price back above 2,800, its highest level. What definitely occurred, didn't it? Close above the weak resistance extends the uptrend. ETH manages to dip, but not enough deep enough to reach the green area. Close enough though. ETH is now once again attacking the red weekly resistance and back up there, so you can see it's already blasted past there, so it's a bit old now. Ether is now at one of the final major higher time frame resistances. Once Ether is able to break past this amount resistance, there will be a little resistance ahead of the old 2434. That's very bullish, isn't it? That's REIT Capital said that. Interesting. Break rejection at 2.9, consolidation 2.628, break and hold over 2.9333. So it's still bullish as well. Alex Kruger says 2,160 ETH burnt, just 7 hours, impressive. Remember, there's 216 million ETH out there. So pretty cool. That's not too bad. All right, let's do a refresh there. Where are we up to at the moment? Let's have a quick look here. We're up to 59 minutes. So we're going to do refresh. Just check the chat there. Prana says, time for me to go again. Have a good day all. And the nightly says, bye Prana. Hey Prana, sleep well, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Of course, I'm going to be going too at the moment. I've got to finish a little earlier than I normally would. And we're going to do one more refresh and see how we go. So we're good. All right, so let's do another refresh. Now I'm going to sign off early for the night, and I will catch you all tomorrow, of course, for auction day, the end of auction day 270 and the opening of VCA number 75. Can you believe it? 75 VCAs starting up tomorrow. That'll be auction day 271. Pretty awesome. They'll also have 500 million Axion in it. So there we are, folks. We're still at zero. We've still got a long way to go, 23 hours and 16 minutes. So see how we get on tomorrow's auction live stream. Catch me then. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, of course. And of course, thanks for watching, everybody. Do appreciate it. And to all the Axion Token members, special shout out to you. Onwards and upwards for sure as we go. Just got to be consistent. That's the key. And move through the valleys, as it were. Up to the mountains and to the sing song with the sweethearts or something like that. All right, I better go. All right, bye for now. Cheers.